Tonight, at Putin's luxurious Crimean guest house, a grand celebration is underway. Russia's elite, generals, oligarchs, and intelligence chiefs are gathered under chandeliers, laughing, drinking, and planning their next move. They have no idea that just miles away, death is gliding silently across the waves.
Out on the Black Sea, the water is dark and still. The moon reflects off a sleek, low shape slicing through the surface. This is the Mura V5, Ukraine's newest creation, a silent killer built not in massive shipyards but in secret workshops by engineers who refuse to give up. Its hull is fiberglass, smooth and stealthy like a shark's skin, designed to disappear on radar. But the real power lies inside. Tucked beneath its deck are 6 compact drones, each one a flying bomb small enough to fit in a backpack, deadly enough to destroy a fortress. They're called OSA-FPV drones, and together they carry a message: brains can beat brute force. The Mura's target tonight is the Foros Sanatorium, a seaside palace where powerful Russian officials meet, rest, and make their secret war plans. Destroying it isn't just a symbolic strike. It's a strategic masterstroke meant to blind Russia's command network and protect Ukraine's vital grain shipping lanes. 3 miles from the coast, the Mura slows to a crawl. Its engines whisper to a halt. The bay doors slide open. One by one, 6 dark shapes glide out, kissing the surface of the water before spreading into formation. The mothership sends one final laser guidance code, then fades back into the shadows. The children now carry the mission. The 6 OSA drones accelerate, hugging the surface. Their electric motors hum softly as they skim the waves, moving fast enough to taste the ocean spray. They don't fly in straight, predictable lines. No, they're executing something new, something genius. A tactic born from desperation, designed by Ukraine's military intelligence, the ghost chain. The lead drone suddenly spits out a glittering cloud of metallic strips, 500 tiny pieces of aluminum chaff. To radar, that cloud looks like a massive target, an incoming aircraft. It's a trick so simple yet so effective that it can blind billion-dollar air defense systems. Behind that shimmering false image, the other 5 drones fly hidden, perfectly aligned. They move close to the cliffs, using the rock's natural radar shadow to hide. Up above, Russian sensors search the sky, but all they see is chaos. Then, disaster almost strikes. A sudden gust of cold wind slams into the formation. Drone number 3, a small one with a corroded antenna, wobbles violently. Its flight path veers just 2 degrees off course, but in this mission, 2 degrees could mean total failure. Hundreds of miles away, deep in an underground bunker in Odessa, a Ukrainian operator sees the warning flash red. His palms sweat as he takes manual control. He's staring at a screen filled with static, fighting the wind, the sea, and the clock. Behind him, a small team holds their breath. Everyone knows the risk. One mistake, and 6 months of planning could be gone in seconds. Meanwhile, on the shoreline, a Russian Spetsnaz soldier patrols with a high-end thermal scope. He's bored, until his scope suddenly flares with a bright heat signature. He spots something moving fast, too fast for a dolphin or boat. He raises his anti-drone weapon, pulls the trigger, and a beam of electromagnetic energy shoots across the water. The decoy drone sparks and dies instantly, crashing into the sea. He smiles and radios in, "Target down." He doesn't realize he's just shot a ghost. The real attack is still coming. The radar station near Yalta lights up seconds later. The screen shows a large, fast-moving target, exactly what the chaff cloud was meant to display. The Russian commander yells for action. A $20 million Panzer S-1 missile system locks on and fires. A missile worth hundreds of thousands of dollars screams through the night at Mach 3 and detonates harmlessly in the middle of the ocean, hitting nothing but metallic dust. In the Odessa bunker, the Ukrainian operator grins. "Go ahead," he mutters. "Waste your money." The trap is working perfectly. While the Russians celebrate their kill, the real swarm slips closer to shore. The Mura V5, now miles away, plays another trick. It transmits a fake radar signal, pretending to be a much larger ship. Russian patrol boats chase the ghost deeper into the sea, unknowingly clearing the path for the real attack. Alarms wail across Sevastopol, fighter jets roar into the sky. One of them, an Su-30, cuts through the clouds like lightning. It's fast, expensive, and lethal, but tonight, it's also blind. The swarm splits. 2 drones dive low, just inches above the water, nearly invisible. The other 3 rise slightly, scattering across altitudes. On Russian radar, it looks like madness. Targets everywhere, none standing still. The fighter pilot can't risk firing near civilian buildings. Frustrated, Russia turns to electronic warfare. A storm of radio interference floods the air, blocking all control signals. For a brief second, the Ukrainian drones go dark, but their AI stays calm. They switch to internal navigation, guided by gyroscopes and inertia. They don't need GPS anymore. You can jam the air, but you can't jam gravity. On the cliffs, Russian special forces fire tracer rounds into the dark. A stream of glowing bullets connects with one drone, lighting the sky like fireworks. 1 down, 4 left. In the Odessa bunker, the timer flashes, 20 seconds to target. The operator whispers, "Hold steady. Just hold steady." Then, the most daring move of all, one drone changes its electronic identity. It now appears to radar as a civilian passenger plane heading toward a school. It's a terrifying bluff. Russian commanders hesitate. If they fire, they risk a global scandal. If they don't, they might lose everything. That hesitation lasts only seconds, but it's enough. The 4 real attack drones break through the radar blind spot and lock onto their target. Hidden offshore, the Mura sends one last laser pulse, a tiny burst of data that fixes Drone 3's earlier error. The connection works. The ghost chain is complete. The operator breathes deeply. The trap is sprung. Time to finish it. The Panzer system roars back to life, firing 4,000 rounds a minute into the sky. The drones don't dodge. They dive, straight through the hail of fire converging on the banquet hall. Inside the sanatorium, champagne glasses clink and music plays. Then, boom. The first explosion rips through the glass roof. The blast doesn't just shatter, it vaporizes. A jet of molten metal slices through marble, concrete, and steel. A split second later, gas lines explode, fireballs tear through kitchens, and shockwaves hurl furniture across rooms. Another drone hits the garage, turning luxury cars into pillars of flame. The last 2 slam into the main conference hall, erasing everything inside, tables, documents, and the men who thought they were untouchable. Within seconds, the building collapses in on itself. The heat is blinding. The sound echoes across the coastline. Local radar stations go offline as the electromagnetic pulse fries their circuits. When dawn rises over the Black Sea, it reveals what's left, a smoking crater where a $50 million resort once stood. Russia's war planners are gone, their coastal radar is blind, and Ukraine's shipping route, 20% safer overnight. In the Odessa bunker, silence fills the room. Then, a small green light on the operator's console blinks. Mission complete. He exhales slowly and smiles. Delivery confirmed, he says quietly. The sea fought with us tonight. He looks at the live satellite feed. Rising smoke, collapsing walls, flames still burning bright. Around him, the team erupts in quiet cheers. They know what this means. Proof that small, clever machines can outthink giants. The narrator's voice cuts in, calm and heavy. The biggest wolf can still fall to the smallest arrow if the aim is true. Ukraine's ghost chain wasn't just a strike, it was a message. A reminder that technology and creativity can rewrite the rules of war. While Russia builds bigger weapons, Ukraine builds smarter ones. And tonight, that intelligence turned the sea itself into a weapon. The mighty empire once feared across continents now looks fragile, like a sandcastle waiting for the tide.
So, what do you think? Was this attack pure genius, or something even more extraordinary? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more powerful stories from the front lines, where courage, brains, and belief are the deadliest weapons of all.